can launch a new offer in a fraction of the time it normally takes you to create a highly converting offer. We're going to be talking today about what I always talk about, which is like every day, pretty much every day, which is offer creation, business growth, and scale, all leveraged and powered by what I call strategic AI. So I'm not talking about those kind of shiny objects. It's about high leverage moves, moving, using AI offers and really strategic business growth. My name is Laura Chattington, if you haven't seen me before, and I help you unlock more profit, reclaim back your time, and fully leverage premium offers and AI to scale your business whilst virtually everyone else around is scrambling and without sacrificing your sanity. And I do that using high leverage moves. And every day I'm going to be looking at how you can use high leverage moves across your offers, your marketing, your business, scaling your business, using AI strategically, and also like what is going on across the whole business world. I'm like an overexcited child at the moment. There are these tools that are available to us when we can systemize and use them in a way that is strategic, means that it doesn't matter how big your company or small your company is, you can pretty much play at any level that you want to. So today I'm going to be talking about how to use show you how I'm using AI to really model what is going on in the market in a fraction of the time, And if you want to unlock like more profit, reclaim your time, and fully leverage AI, I run a free event. And actually it's an event, it's a really hands-on event where we walk you through building your own high leverage game plan, basically using AI technology so that you can get literally done in 3 hours. It runs for 3 hours, and what you do in those 3 hours will be more than what you did in the last 3 months. So the link will be in the comments and you can check that out later. Now, what I do every day is I run a prompt. I'm not going to talk about this today. I'm not going to show you this today, but I want to just, like, every time I'm using AI, I just want to like trigger my brain and say, I'm looking at all the systems, all the processes, everything that I do repeatedly in my business or anyone in my business does repeatedly. I'm looking at how we can systemize and use AI to just speed things up, because I'm blown away by the speed that everything is going at. So AI is, whether you are all in like me, or you're half in, or you're like, I don't know what's going on, AI is shaping everything that is happening in business right now. Offers, marketing, delivery, systemizations, automations, AI agents. I mean, it's not like, it's not a buzzword. It's not a easy sale. It's not just like, I've got to, go and write me a few emails. It's a strategic pivot in how, I've got thumbs up. I'm always getting, this always gives me thumbs up and things. It's like a strategic in how we serve our clients it blows my mind how much better I can serve my clients using this technology, and how much better I can run the business and scale the business. And I've been involved with like a whole area where AI is kind of heading in the personalization side of things, and how you personalize AI as well. But again, that's going to be a different live. But I'm kind of like, can't sleep. I haven't got enough time to sleep at the moment, because I'm just like, this is so awesome. So let's talk about where most people get stuck. Now, despite the availability of all these tools, many business owners are struggling with really integrating AI into their processes, into their business. And the challenge often lies with kind of identifying and overcoming. I guess the challenge is like overcoming the kind of learning curve associated with new technologies, which is like, I think once you get an insight into the power of what you can do, it really kind of, that awareness lifts you up to the next level. But without a clear strategy, it's easy. I mean, it's easy to get totally overwhelmed or not be using the right tools in the right way, or not even know what is available. So I think, business owners that I speak to are kind of like, I know this is going to be awesome, but I just don't know how to leverage it properly. And you're kind of doing bits and pieces, but you're not thinking about it strategically. Now, I'm going to be doing, as I said, I'm doing these lives every day and talking about different stuff every day about what's going on in the world of business, scaling, offers, AI. But what I wanted to show you today, I wanted to give you kind of like a taste of just some of the, a thumbs up again. I want to give you an example, right? A real life example, which is offer modeling. Now, I help businesses design their offers. And to do that, the first step that I always take, and no matter where the business is or where the business is at, the first thing that I would always do is model offers. And if you've been around me or you've been around Eileen, this is like the first step of developing an incredible high ticket offer. Why? Because what you want to do is you want to see what is happening in the market that you're designing the offer to, because then you know what people are spending their money on, where the money is flowing, what people want and how they want it. And you don't have to sort of walk around in some sort of vacuum thinking, what do my clients want, or what do my clients want next? It's all there for you. So the first step is modeling offers. And I remember when I used to, like years ago, like to do any kind of research at this level, to do any kind of look into a market in any way at this level, it would kind of be like a month's work for somebody or a team. Like go off and look at what's happening in the market of over 40 female games, or whatever it is, and they would kind of go off and take them freaking ages. And when I've been doing it myself, I really, really like to look in depth in a market, because there are so many insights into what the crossovers are, what the gaps are, what should be in the offer, how people are selling. There's such amazing insight. And before I was using AI, I was still using sort of tech tools, but before I was using AI to help me do this, I'd say it would take me a few days to do it properly, right? I can't even remember now because I've been using AI for so long, but it would definitely take a few days to kind of analyze what's going on in the market, what offers were selling. But it's a systemized, repetitive task. So one of the first things I did when I was sort of like, okay, so rather than just writing social ads, which AI obviously does very well, but rather than just writing social ads, things like that, this was like one of the first processes I thought of. And I just want to share my screen. I'm always sharing my screen in these things, but I want to share my screen. Okay. Okay, let's hopefully. Okay, yeah, here we go. So you should be able to see this. So what I've done is I've like modeled this process. Okay, so I've modeled the offer modeling process, and I put that into chat, and you'll see The first thing is that I want to look at a specific offer or a number of specific offers that are converting in a particular market. And instead of having to do it all myself, AI pretty much does most of it. Okay. And it also finds the offers for me. So it used to take me quite a long time to find all the offers. And now AI is finding the offers for me. It doesn't mean that you can't add your own offers, but it's adding, it finds them. So using the strategic framework, right? So I've already loaded up the framework. It's already been trained in all of this. We're going to run the analysis of an existing offer and compare it to the market, right? So phase one, it's like I've trained AI to, work out what's the offer, the price, what's the core promise, delivery, length of time, bonuses, who's it for, what's the messaging, what are the headlines, what are the emotional hooks, how do you buy it, and what's the strength of the offer, and then do a comparison to competitors and any other insight and feedback. And what I did was I fed in in this case, I fed in one particular offer because I wanted to, so instead of me spending all my time looking into the offers, this specific offer, I just shoved it into chat and it's going to go through this process. And then I said, I forgot the link. So I forgot the link. And this was the website that I was looking at. This was the website I was looking at. And so I haven't even read the page. I mean, I've sort of gone over it, but the first thing I do is I put this into chat, and chat pulls out all these, what's going on in that page, delivery format, bonuses, call to action, outcomes, simplicity and scale, audience fit, messaging and hook, the unfair advantage, how to increase sales and customer satisfaction, customer conversion journey. But yeah, where are the friction points, strengths, and gaps? And obviously, I bring my 25 years experience to this review as well. But what it does is it just pulls out all the information. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, so it pulls out all. So that's just the first step in the whole sequence of how I model offers and then how I design offers after that. But if you think about it, that probably took, I don't know, maybe a couple of minutes at most. And that would have taken me, I'd have to go through all of that information and check through all of that page, read it all, analyze it all, put it all in something that I could track it with. And AI's done it in like a minute, 30 seconds, whatever, instantly. So, and that's just, okay, that's just, but when you think about processes, systems, things that you do repeatedly, things that you need kind of intelligence or deep research for, they're and things of high value in your business, they're kind of like the first things that you want to be thinking about. How do I utilize AI to enhance this process? Not only save you time, save you money, save you resource, but also how do I utilize AI to be doing these processes even better than I could on my own, or even better than a human could, right? So I think that is the first filter that you want to be putting in your brain, is like, how do I, maybe you start with your clients and how you serve your clients and what's in your clients' offers, what's in your offers for your clients, thinking about how do you serve them better, how do you enhance the experience that they have, how do you make it more personal. I mean, that's just a teeny weeny bit of what we're doing in AI and running everything through AI that we do in the business. But there is, there is there is advantage, but I feel like it's more than that. I don't think it's just advantage. I think it is like, if you're not utilizing this or thinking in this way about everything you do in your business, you're going to be left behind. And you're not going to solve everything in one day, but actually being around, you know, getting on this live, being around people who are using it in a very strategic way, I think is like the best place to start. Because otherwise I think you just get totally overwhelmed and you're like, so hopefully you just got a little insight into kind of how you think about using AI in your business. And if this resonated and you're done trying to do this or use AI or scale your business on your own, or you're totally overwhelmed, then come to our free event. This is like the best thing we've ever done. This is how I'm thinking about it. It's the best thing we've ever done, because like in 3 hours we build out your very own like step-by-step plan to scale your business, and we're going to be doing it with AI, right? So you don't have to. Saves us loads of thinking time, loads of practical time. But whilst other people are scrambling, unlock the profit and the potential that is there right now, and use high leverage moves in your business. And whilst taking back your time so that you get time back, because I think lots of business owners are so overwhelmed and burnt out and just so stuck inside the business. And come and do that. I promise you, those 3 hours you're going to do more in those 3 hours than you're going to do in 3 months of the last 3 months. I guarantee it. So the link's going to be below this video. It's free. The spots are limited, and certainly the VIP spots are limited, because it's kind of like roll your sleeves up and let's dive in. So at the moment, we're kind of running it for different people, we really want to give everyone as much attention as we can. So spots are limited, and as I said, we're going to roll our sleeves up, jump in. It's a workshop. It isn't it's not just content. We're actually going to do stuff. You're going to walk away with a high leverage growth plan in your hands by the end of the workshop. So jump in now. And remember what I said at the start, you don't need hours and hours of time. You need to find the leverage moves. So start making high leverage moves in your business, in your life, so that you can profit more, work less, and succeed without the hustle, which I think we're all sick of.